Well, guess what I'm doing here? Rick and Summerfellow. This is Chemfellow, and as you can see, I have Roundup resistant Kochia all over the place, some worse than others. The only thing I found that's not resistant to is tillage. This is slow at 15 feet, but it's all I got. A couple tenths of rain last night, didn't amount to too much. Keeping the dust down, that's about all. Anyway, I'm gonna put the camera outside here in a few minutes in some of the heavier patches and show just how big it is. These Kochia plants, some of them are between 2 and 3 feet high in places, so they would be a problem on a shank type implement. They would plug up and push with the heavy straw here, but the old disker just rolls them over, slices them off, and they lay there like trees, and they're dead. Hopefully they're not going to be a problem plugging up seeding time on the air seeder next spring, but I guess we'll see what happens there. Probably wondering what all the clattering and rattling noise is in the background. Well, that's actually the disc blades rattling over rocks. The small ones on the surface are not a big problem, but occasionally there's a big one beneath the surface like an iceberg, and even though the discs gangs are spring loaded, they will bounce up over the rocks, but occasionally a disc will grab onto a sharp edge of a rock and it will do some damage. So if you want to jump up to the 9-minute 18-second point of the video, you'll see the results of what happened. I won't show you the results of my welding because it's not a pretty sight, but hopefully it'll work. Okay, I should mention here, this field has had 2 applications of ChemFallow. First time over was a mix of generic glyphosate and 2,4-D, which obviously didn't touch Kochia, hence the name Roundup resistant, although that Roundup refers to any type of generic glyphosate. So yeah, it's kind of thick in places, but anyway, the old 360 discer is slicing it off pretty good. Moisture is excellent here, considering it's been a dry summer. We've only had a ½ inch of rain in the past month, and most of that was last night. Yeah, if you didn't see the first video several years ago, this is your basic 360 Massey Ferguson one-way discer, the last in the line of discers from Massey. Excellent seeding machine. Seeded plenty of crops with this machine years ago. It's very good for summer fallow as well. Better than better than most I've used actually. Still got the original Goodyear tires on 2 out of 3 of these wheels. Vintage 1980, I believe. Anyway, I better get rolling here. Time's a wasting. Well, it's after 9 o'clock in the evening, and I'm going to shut her down. I did not finish the field. I'm guessing there's a good 2 hours work still left out there. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Catch you next time. Just one little complication here. I finished the field, and I seem to have cracked the blade. In 40 plus years on this machine, it's the first time I can remember ever cracking a blade like that. So I guess I am going to attempt welding it.